Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 234 for Wednesday, October 14th, 2009. The film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Couples Retreat. This film is directed by Peter Billingsley, aka Ralphie from A Christmas Story, and it stars Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau, Jason Bateman, Faison Love, Kristen Bell, Kristen Davis, just a ton of people. Jean Reno, who you would know as Leon the Professional, is in this. And the film is also written by two of the three writers are Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. So I mean, how could you go wrong? But you will. Couples Retreat is basically a story of this couple, Jason and Cynthia, who's Jason Bateman and Kristen Bell, and they decide to invite their friends to this place called Eden. And it looks like this fantasy getaway, jet skis, crystal clear water, the most fun you are going to have, but what it ends up being is a couples retreat where you work on your relationship and try to make marriage work. And through this, comedy is supposed to ensue, maybe a sweet story. None of it's here. A couples retreat is, I feel more than anything, I feel like, as opposed to I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell, which I just reviewed, which is just terribly not funny, I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. I think Couples Retreat has a few moments here and there, but it is extremely disappointing. Unbelievably disappointing. It is so sad to me that you have a film with all of these talented comedic actors. Vince Vaughn, who I think can be hilarious just saying anything. I think he's reached that status where words just come out of his mouth and people smile. Jon Favreau, who is 1/3 of the writers on the screenplay, wrote Swingers. I love Swingers. I think Swingers is so clever. I think it's so smart. I think it has one of the best bits involving voicemail. Just classic. Jason Bateman, who doesn't like Michael Bluth from Arrested Development? And what you have is a terribly unfunny movie, and it's just everything in the film feels so cheesy and so overdone. I don't even know where to begin. I've been listening to a lot of Patton Oswalt, stand-up comedian, and he does this joke about how he used to write for Best Week Ever, and he said the jokes for Best Week Ever would have to be like, "Oh, Courtney loves getting fat. What do you think about that, Patton?" And Patton Oswalt's like, "I was supposed to say something like, well, it looks to me like Courtney loves cupcakes, brr, brr." And that's basically how all the jokes in this film are to me. They're all very cheesy and lame. There's things that go on for way too long. The yoga thing that I'm sure you guys have probably seen in the trailers, where Kristen Bell's telling Jason Bateman to keep his chin up as the yoga instructor is basically crouching his ass on top of his face, goes on for probably 5 solid minutes, I would say. And all it is the yoga teacher going around this classroom. There's a scene where the couples are on the beach and they're all undressing. Goes on for way too long, way not funny. The plot to this movie is paper thin, and I think if you're writing a movie like Couples Retreat, where you have basically no plot, you're just setting these comedic actors there, and the joy is supposed to be watching these couples fight and bicker and have witty dialogue about all the problems that they're encountering on what was supposed to be a fantasy getaway, you should write characters that are engaging and believable and that you care about. I didn't care about a single person in this movie. All the relationships seem very like, oh, that's just Kristen Bell and Jason Bateman together. It's not like they have an actual relationship. The end of this movie is super cheesy and super Hollywood, what I like to call, and just not well done at all. I think plot devices are just thrown in there to be thrown in there. The film, I believe, is like 2 hours long. Way too long. It felt so much longer than 2 hours. I love Vince Vaughn. I love Jon Favreau. I would highly recommend that people stay away from the theater for this one. Don't even rent it. Just do yourself a favor and don't watch it at all. It's not even just mediocre Vince Vaughn movie, which is like Four Christmases. It's worse than that to me. I just feel like the potential is so there and they don't hit it at all. I give Couples Retreat a 1 out of 5. A very sad, and disappointing, lonely 1 out of 5. Hope you guys can do better next time. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.